happy Friday. I have a little bit of time before I have to go to work, and as you can see, I need to update my wall. I still have Halloween designs back there. So I want to do one Thanksgiving design, let our lives be full of thanks and giving. And then I think I'm gonna do a Christmas design. So I have my Christmas stash over here, but I think I'm gonna do I'll Be Home for Christmas. So I'm gonna do that one. Let me know if you're watching live, say hi so I can see you. If you're watching the replay, let me know that as well. Also, I'm curious if this is your first time watching, if you are familiar with Chalk Couture, if you're not familiar, let me know if you've got any questions. Also, I'm gonna, I've got my computer here. I'm gonna share it to my VIP group. But for those of you that are familiar with and comfortable experts at doing Facebook Lives, I'd love some advice on, I don't know, how to get better at it, how to understand Facebook Lives. Do you use the Facebook Live native client? Do you use different external apps like Be Live, I think is one of them, or Switcher Studio? Just trying to figure out what works best, and so I can see the comments as you're coming in. I put my glasses on today because I'm streaming live from my phone, but it's way far away, so I want to make sure that I can see and read the comments as they're coming in, but my backup plan is my computer. So I'm going to take and share the live video real quick to the VIP group, and then we will start with our project. Let's see, maybe I'll start if I can share it. I always have some sort of technical difficulties. I joke that I'm a little bit of a hot mess, and if this hot mess can do any of these chalk projects, you sure can too. All right, let's see if this is working now. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to try it one more time and then I'm going to give up and I'll just work on the projects. We've been having trouble with our internet too. So hopefully it's streaming and it's not choppy, because I don't know if I'm on the Wi-Fi or if I'm just using my cellular data because our internet's been so choppy. But this computer doesn't seem to want to work. So try it again. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you for being patient. Share to my VIP group. If you are not in the VIP group, let me know. Drop a comment below or your favorite emoji. I will send you an invite, or I'll post the link for the group. But the VIP group, I get to post just extra sales and specials that I can't advertise on the public business page. All right. There we go. This is taking way longer than I thought it was going to take. So yes, those of you that are experts at Facebook Live, help me streamline this process. I don't know what I need to do. Maybe I just need to have a second person here to help me, and I'm here all by myself. The kiddos are at school, Eric's at work, but it's nice and quiet, so that's a good thing. Okay, I think that worked. I'm going to set this down. So I'm just going to use two boards that I've got hanging up. So I'm going to start with recycling one of my Halloween designs. This is one of the Odette boards, and you can, there on the back, we've got, I don't know what they're called, hanging things. One on this side so you can have it this way, one on this side so you can have it this way. So with the Odette board, this is a chalkboard finish, but it's just a white chalkboard finish with a black frame, which is a nice contrast from the black chalkboard finish. So I'm going to be using both of the Odette boards today options. With it being a chalkboard surface though, when you use the Chalkology paste, and as long as you don't seal it, it's washable and reusable. So this whole wall behind me is made up of chalkboard surfaces. So literally every month or every season, I can switch out my design. So I kind of like that. If I made one that I absolutely loved and I wanted to keep it, you could use a spray sealer on it and it would just be fine. So I don't know if you can see this. I just have a foil pan filled with water, and I'm gonna use Chalk Couture sells board erasers. It's a white sponge, kind of looks like a magic eraser, but it's not a magic eraser. Here's a brand new board eraser. Here's a couple that I've used before, so they get a little bit worn, but they're reusable. And I'm just gonna take these, get some room temperature water in, use a little elbow grease, and get the Chalkology paste off so I can reuse this surface. And get it all ready for the new Thanksgiving surface. So a couple things that I did before I hopped on live. I got all my supplies or equipment ready. And I don't know if you can see all of it on camera, but basically I'm sitting in my kitchen. I'm at my kitchen table, and I've got some paper towels, I've got scissors because I'm going to be using some new transfers that I'll cut. I've got some stir sticks to stir up my Chalkology paste to get it to a nice consistency. I've got my board erasers, got water because I get super thirsty. I've got my colors of Chalkology paste that I'm going to be using today. I have different size squeegees, so I've got the large squeegee, I've got mini squeegees. So different size squeegees that I'm going to be using, and then a stack of transfer designs. I think I'm going to try to get through 2 projects today. They are super simple. Actually, they're just words, they're just fonts. I'm not going to be super creative and super, I don't know, extensive with them. So they're going to be very, very quick projects. And I'm working on getting more creative. I'm working on, just different designs. But that's one of the things I like about Chalk Couture is even me, who's not super creative, can make beautiful pieces, because I think these fonts are my favorite to do. They're so simple, but when you do the peel and reveal, they are so, I don't know, they just look so cool. They're so elegant. So those are my favorite, and they're so detailed. All right, I'm getting there. It's not hard to get it off. You just have to use water and rub, and I've kind of made a muddy mess. But this is probably, well, I say that a lot. One of my favorite things about Chalk Couture and the process. I use a lot of my designs, a lot of my projects are on the chalkboard surfaces. You can have any different surface, glass, wood. You can make shirts, tea towels. So you can make the designs permanent, not permanent. I've made pillows. Probably my favorite is on the chalkboard surfaces, because I know that if I make a mess, or if you guys caught the Hot Mess Live, when was it? Tuesday, I think it was, when Sophia and I were doing it. Gosh, Sophia is so my daughter. She's so passionate and such a sweet girl. She's a mess, and I just love her for it. And so both of us, and she loves doing Chalk Couture and the designs. Both of us together, we were covered in head to toe with Chalkology paste. We just kind of make a mess. So that design that we did, we needed to do some touch up. That's totally fine. Easy, super easy to do. So that's nice. Okay, I have my board finished, and you just kind of watched. I used the, what are they called? Board erasers in my pan of water, which I'll get out of the way now. Scrubbed it off, and then just a paper towel to dry it. And now it's all ready for me to use again. All right. Something, you guys are probably better at this than I am, but I've done this more than once. Remember how I showed you the hooks? So just make sure as you're doing your design, you're lining the hooks up, because I can't tell you how many times I've laid my design out and done it and it's perfect, and then I realize that it's upside down. So I'm gonna be paying attention to that. All right, so here's my top, there's my hook. This one I'm gonna do, let our lives be full of thanks and giving. And this is a brand new transfer. The transfers are reusable. I have a whole stash off camera of tons and tons and tons of transfers that I've used once or twice or more than that, or but they're reusable. All the brand new transfers come with instructions. So not only instructions on how to use it, but instructions for how to wash it and how to care for them. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to walk you through the process. With any brand new transfer, depending on what surface you're using, you're going to want to, if it's a chalkboard surface, if it's a wooden surface, you're going to want to what we call fuzz your transfer. These are super sticky, which is awesome. But when we put it on a chalkboard surface or wooden surface, we don't want it to be so sticky that it's really hard to peel off and get off, because what happens when we tend to do that is we run the risk of stretching the transfer and ruining it, so we don't want to do that. I have a fuzzing cloth, and it's way over here. So I'm going to show you a backup plan if you don't have a Chalk Couture fuzzing cloth. I'm going to take our transfer, and we just want to, use your finger and peel it up gently. Peel it up. You want to save the backer sheet because it's reusable. After we wash it off and it dries, you're going to put it right back on the backer sheet. So I'm just going to take my transfer and stick it on my shirt. And I'm just pressing down to pick up a little bit of the fuzz from my shirt so that it makes it not so sticky, so it's going to be easier for me to, I got a little bit of fuzz here, so it makes it easier for me to peel it off when I'm finished. A couple times depending on, but you can see, like, look, still super sticky. All right, I'm going to line it up, and I just kind of eyeball it. Eric is more precise and measures. I am not that way. I think that looks about right. So then with the silkscreen transfer, you're just gonna take and smooth it out. We wanna get all the air bubbles out, especially if there's any air bubbles in the white silkscreen part. You wanna make sure that's nice and flat and smooth. If there's any air bubbles in the green part, that's fine. Okay, let's see. That looks about straight. Again, if I get it on and it looks super crooked, I can just wash off the paste with water and redo it. So, very simple but elegant design. This is gonna look so professional. And I laugh because we had, I teach CPR for those of you that don't know. We had a couple ladies over Monday night, I think it was, and they were commenting on the designs on the wall, like, whoa, those are so cool. Yeah, I made those. Little did they know how easy it was to do. Okay, I'm thinking, before I started, I was trying to decide between the shimmer silver and the, what's this one? Shimmer copper colors. I really like the shimmer paste because it's got, I don't know if it's actual glitter, but it's glitter inside it. And up close, it's really hard to see on camera, but up close, it's gorgeous. So I think I decided on the shimmer copper for let our lives be full of Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna keep it simple and do one color. You could mix and match and you can have every letter different colors, every word different colors. I'm just gonna do one color. So I've got the Chalkology paste. Again, before I went live, I just opened my paste, grabbed my stir stick, and stirred it up, wanting to make sure that it's a good consistency for me to use. About like Greek yogurt is kind of what you want it to be. With the paste, you can, it doesn't take much for it to work, but you can put on as much, as you want, and then squeegee off the extra and stick it right back in your jar. Don't waste any of it. So I'm putting it on and then making sure as I put it on that the paste is going, I don't know how easy it is for you to see on the camera, but I'm putting the paste on, and then as I'm squeegeeing it off, you can see how it goes right through the silk screen part of the transfer. So you can see and make sure that you're getting good coverage for the whole area. I'm not being super careful with it. I'm just sticking it on, making sure all the areas are covered. And then, okay, so I've got all my areas covered. I'm gonna take this extra off. And now I'm just gonna run through, squeegee off the extra. Put it right back in my jar. And that looks about good. Now my favorite part, the peel and reveal. Just take the transfer up. I'm going to take my transfer sticky side up and I'm just laying it down in my, you can't really see it, in my pan of water here off to the side. There. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to take my pan over to the sink, use my board eraser and just room temperature water from the sink and wipe off the front, wipe off the back, lay it down sticky side up on a paper towel or just on the counter, let it air dry. You could even use a paper towel and kind of blot it dry. Once it dries, put it right back on your backer, your transfer sheet, and use it another day. Okay, are you guys ready to see it? Let's see, I have goofy lighting. Simple, easy. I don't know how long that took me, probably longer because I was talking, but very simple, very easy. And look at the detail, especially down here. So cool. Another thing I like about the transfers is you can mix and match. So I still have some white space around the board. If I wanted to add some accents or detail, I could just grab another transfer and add it right on. All right, there's that one. I'm gonna hang it back on the wall. Let's see if I can hang it straight. Sweet. And now I'm gonna grab this one because I'm gonna officially start Christmas. If Eric's watching, his jaw is probably dropping because I'm one of those that has a firm rule that we don't decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving. But the more and more, or I guess the closer it gets, or I don't know, I really want to start decorating for Christmas. Our entryway, and maybe I'll show you guys at some point, but our entryway is gorgeous. Fall decor. I have a beautiful fall centerpiece that Eric actually made here at the kitchen table. We have wreaths. It's gorgeous. I love fall. I don't really like the weather. I'm from Arizona. I don't like snow. I don't like cold weather. But I'm enjoying fall and the colors. So I don't want to get rid of that. But I also want to start decorating for Christmas. So I'm kind of using it as the excuse of, behind me, we still have Halloween stuff up. And I need to get rid of Halloween stuff. So I might do a mixture of fall and Christmas. Because I don't like seeing the blank surfaces. That's no fun. So I'm breaking my own rule, which means probably when I get home from work today, the whole house is going to be decorated with Christmas, or I might come home to a Christmas tree up or something. I don't know. All right. I want for this one, is it going to fit? Yeah, it'll fit. I think. It might be close. We'll see if this is actually going to fit. I'm going to be using this one. I was hoping to use the top one, but if it doesn't fit, I'll probably use the bottom one, Jingle All the Way. But I want to use I'll Be Home for Christmas. Again, this one's brand new, haven't used it. Comes with instructions to store and care for it. And this one, I can see your comment up here now, Brianna. You should let me see your Christmas tree. If it's still, I don't know. We have an upstairs and downstairs, so we're probably gonna have a tree upstairs and downstairs. That's what we did last year. And our Christmas lights. Don't even get me started on Christmas lights. But I'm ready for them to be back up. I wasn't ready for them to be up year round, but I'm ready now. Before I start cutting, I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So this transfer is actually a couple different designs on one sheet. And if you get closer, real close, you can see there's lines. Those are guide marks for how to cut out your transfer. So I've got my scissors here. I'm just gonna follow right along the guide marks and cut. See if this is gonna fit. This is going to fit, so I'm gonna stick with my original plan. I'll be home for Christmas. And this one I'm really excited about because I'm a nerd with the fonts. It's 2 different fonts. This is gonna look so gorgeous. Okay, so peel this up. Save my backer sheet. This one's gonna be interesting. Next time I'll get my fuzzing cloth out because this looks a little bit goofy. That's all right. Okay, just so it's not so sticky. Let me make sure that I'm doing it the right way. I am, where my little hooks are on top. Make it as straight as I can. And if you put it on and you need to readjust, just pick it right back up, readjust. I'm thinking this is a little crooked. Maybe I should start at the bottom and make sure Christmas is lined up. All right. I feel like I should have music on in the background. Let's see if that's straight. I can't really tell. You think that's straight, or does it look a little bit lopsided like that? It might be a little bit lopsided. Well, I'm gonna go with it. We'll see. Okay, this one I've decided I'm gonna use 2 colors. I'm going to use the black velvet for I'll Be Home for Christmas, and then candy apple red for Christmas. Let's see how this is gonna look. I'm gonna do my black first. All right, with the Chalkology paste, especially if you have larger projects, this one's not super big, But if you have larger projects, just keep in mind that the paste does dry. So you want to work fairly quickly because what happens is if you're going through the paste and squeegeeing it on and you don't do your peel and reveal right away, the paste dries underneath the transfer and you run the risk of when you peel up your transfer, peeling up some of the paste as well. Not a super huge deal because you can just lay your transfer back on top and fix it. I've done that before, but just so you're aware of kind of how it works. Okay, I'm going to use my larger squeegee for my red because the words are a little bit bigger. Gosh, this red is so gorgeous. Red is probably my favorite color anyway. When I'm done here, I want to show you the projects or the transfer designs I have off to the side here. So you can vote on which Christmas design we should do next. I'm gonna try to go live this weekend, but I do work full-time at a police department and we are in the middle of some heavy overtime right now. So I am working a lot and I'm tired. So we'll see if I'm gonna be able to go live. All right, I'm gonna squeegee off the extra, put it right back in my jar. Almost ready for my peel and reveal, my favorite part. Okay, ready? I don't know why I get surprised every time I do this. I'm like, dang, I made that. Look how gorgeous this is. I'll be home for Christmas. Okay. Now I'm gonna take, and it's still wet, so I don't wanna touch it just yet. I'm gonna hang it back up on my wall. And I only have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more surfaces behind me that I need to switch out to Thanksgiving, fall, or Christmas. So, busy, busy. Once those are dry, actually I could show you this one. For those of you that are not familiar with the Chalkology paste, once it's dry, it dries to, I don't know how to describe it. It's not chalk like chalkboard at school where if you take your finger and run it down it, it's gonna smudge. So it dries where even this one's not sealed, remember? So I can still rub it and go like this. I'm not gonna smudge my design. But this one will be ready. It's a Halloween design. It'll be ready for me to wash off and replace it with a Christmas design. All right. I'm gonna get ready for work and let me know if you have any questions. Oh, I know what I was gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the rest of the Christmas designs. I have more, but these are just the ones that I grabbed. So we still have Jingle All the Way. That's another project that we could work on. I'm kind of making a mess over here. This is a super easy, simple, but look at all the detail. Joyful. So there's another one we could do. This one I'm excited about, but I'm a little bit terrified because this one is a layering one. And layering, it adds dimension. It adds, it's very, very, very cool. It's just a little tricky to get used to because you want to put your first layer down and then let it dry before you put a second layer on, or you run the risk of that second layer transfer peeling off both the first layer and the second layer. We'll walk through that process. But look at, is it upside down? There are Christmas trees and Christmas presents. So that one I'm very, very excited about. I might wait for Eric's help on that one. Eric is really good at this. So, okay, ready for Santa? I have two different Santas. This Santa is so dang cool. And there's so much detail. There's detail in the hat, detail in the beard, detail in the eyes and the wrinkles. Gorgeous. And then we have another Santa. How cute is that? And Santa's nice list. So I can't wait to do these. Stay tuned. All right, I'm going to clean up my mess quick, head off to work. I will see and talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any ideas for projects coming up or questions, and let me know if you've watched either live or the replay so that I can chat with you guys. All right, bye. I guess I gotta get up and walk way over to my phone here. Okay, bye.